The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is part of the World X Tournament. Making their way to the ring representing All Japan Pro Wrestling, they are the team of Hijikata and Mitsu Hirai Jr.
Well, it sounds like the dream is ready for next Wednesday, the Night of Champions. All 3 title belts at stake. We just heard from Dusty and James Storm. They'll challenge for the NWA tag belts. Did you know that in addition to being a 3-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, that Dusty held the NWA tag titles 20 years ago with Manny Fernandez? Team Japan shut out of the scoring in the first round gauntlet. Now they look to Hijikata and Hirai to pick up 2 points.
And their opponents, representing Team Mexico, they are the team of Abismo Negro and Heavy Metal.
In the weeks leading up to tonight's World X Cup, we offered several preview matchups on our pay-per-views. Mexico's Team AAA actually lost 2 of those 3 warm-up bouts, but after beating Team Japan in a 6-man tag last Wednesday, and after Team Captain Hector Garza won the gauntlet earlier tonight, Don West, you get a sense of renewed confidence from Team Mexico, and that could be a scary proposition for the competition.
I mean, since these guys have gotten the trophies, they haven't relinquished them. They are so good together. As right here, we see Hijikata and Hirai Jr. taking the advantage right off the start. They're going to have to be as good as they can possibly be because Team AAA Mexico has been the best so far in all the X Cup tourneys.
Double team here by Hirai and Hijikata. Hirai on the right-hand side of the screen, Hijikata on the left. And they take down Abismo Negro. Both of them, as we've mentioned, wrestle for All Japan Pro Wrestling, a company that was founded by the late legendary Giant Baba and currently run by a name that you're familiar with as well, the Great Muta. You ready for a little TNA tie-in? Both the Great Muta and Giant Baba were former NWA World Heavyweight Champions.
Oh, you see right there, Heavy Metal's getting into it with the referee, and it's actually bit of a bad for Abismo Negro as Hirai Jr. and Hijikata double-teamed him in the corner right there.
And they continue the double team in the corner. Hijikata setting up Abismo Negro. And with the distraction from Hirai with referee Andrew Thomas, you see the low kick delivered by Hijikata.
It looks like Heavy Metal's just so jacked up right now. He's so fired up. He's trying to get the referee's attention about something, but all it's doing right now is letting the Japanese team just tag team on Abismo Negro. They are the unknown factor here. This is the first time we've seen them in tag team action. The first time they've been part of the World X Cup. Let's see how they do as Abismo Negro catches them both in one shot.
And Abismo finally turns it around. Caught him with the dual drop kick. Now watch this. He dives. Suicide. Look at Heavy Metal!
Heavy Metal wanted to get a piece of the action, and he went all the way from the top. And now he's going to exact a little revenge.
Heavy Metal plancha off the top. Hit the cross-body block. You hear the chants of Mexico in the background of the asylum. Point of the elbow, driven right into the chest, follow cover by Heavy Metal on Hijikata.
This team has become such a crowd favorite like today. They are just, the crowd respects their ability, but Hijikata just leveled a kick to the top of Heavy Metal's head. And here he goes, and he just took him down.
Drives him down to the canvas and turns things over to Hirai. Mitsu Hirai Jr. Yes, his father wrestled in this same building back in the Jackie Fargo, Tojo Yamamoto era of Nashville wrestling, and then drops the elbow, but Heavy Metal able to roll out of the way and avoid the contact.
Hirai Jr. just took a little bit too much time right there. He thought he had a little bit more. And here you see the double team right there as Heavy Metal puts him down, and here comes the frog splash by Abismo Negro.
Nailed him perfectly, and Hijikata able to kick out at 2.
You can see right there that Hirai Jr. just wasn't sure what was going on, and as Hirai Jr.'s going to be pinned. No, Abismo Negro was so close.
German suplex by Abismo Negro, but Hirai able to kick out. I want to remind you that beginning Friday, June the 4th at 3 p.m. as we see the sit-out move and cover for, broken up at the last second by Hijikata. Friday, June the 4th, 3 p.m., TNA debuts its new national cable TV program, Impact. Check your local listings for the channel on your regional sports network, Impact. Friday, June the 4th at 3 p.m.
Mike, today I can hardly wait for Impact. I'm so excited. Did you see Hirai Jr.? Just what a beautiful arm drag as he pulls him over. Now look at him twisting on the arm of Abismo Negro.
Barring the arm, the cross arm breaker applied, but Heavy Metal comes in to break it up
Heavy Metal's so quick to help out his partner right there, as he can see Abysmal Negro's in a little bit of trouble here. Whatever game plan they had has gone awry, and their Harai Jr. takes Abysmal Negro right here, and you see the tag.
No, and wait a minute. You said their game plan has gone Harai?
It's gone. I meant to say awry, and it's hard to say that when you got Harai in the ring.
But check this out.
Oh, look at him just working on the arm, Mike.
You know, this is shades of Ron Garvin, the Hijikata stomp. And you hear Hijikata counting off in English with each stomp.
Counted all the way up to 10. Not only did he just pulverize the arm with the stomping, look at him pulling back on the left arm right now. They have found a weakness in Abysmal Negro, and they're exploiting it. Look at this, Mike.
You might find it strange that Hijikata was counting in English with each stomp, but when the sport was introduced in Japan in the 1950s, it was introduced by Americans. The referees over in Japan, they actually count in English.
One thing I love about working with you, Mike, today, it's always a history lesson. As you see Harai Jr. right there going to try to get the submission on Abysmal Negro.
And Heavy Metal not doing his partner, Abysmal Negro, any favors. Trying to come into the ring. Referee Andrew Thomas not having any of that. And now you see that Team Japan is they're just totally neutralizing Abysmal Negro at this point. They're just having their way with him.
Oh, they've just worked on that left arm and worked on that left arm. Look at that. Every time they grab it, they go for it. They've elbowed it. They've stomped on it. And here he got it. Just a little suplex right there as he got it. Oh, Negro was able to spin. Look at him pulling on the left arm again.
Goes right back to the submission move, but you see Heavy Metal coming to the ring. He just couldn't take it any longer. He had to come in and break up the attempt at the submission move.
Well, they're going to pull Abysmal Negro's arm off of him. Heavy Metal didn't come in. Look at this. Again. There's a right Jr. again. And he kind of takes a cheap shot.
And they drive Abysmal Negro face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, Harai shoots him out, trying to follow up the clothesline, but Abysmal Negro able to move out of the way at the last second, and now can he get the tag in? Finally, Heavy Metal in.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Abysmal Negro's got to be wore out right now, and you know. Heavy Metal's fired up, and you can feel the impact of that kick all the way here to the announce table.
Drilled him right between the shoulder blades, sets him up again, but did not connect because Harai was able to move out of the way. Then he attempts that arm breaker, the submission move, but Heavy Metal is able to get the tag into Abysmal Negro.
I like how Heavy Metal kind of just taunted Harai Jr. right there, like, come on, try to get my left arm. And you see when he went for it, he made the quick tag.
Drop kick off the top by Heavy Metal. Gonna take him up for a scoop.
He got it right here.
Bridging pin. No.
Harai Jr. just gets out of it right there. Is Heavy Metal going for another quick pin?
Small package, the inside cradle pin attempt, but apparently referee Thomas feels that Harai's shoulder was up, didn't even start the count. Gonna try for the bottom straw cradle here. Oh!
What a kick by Ishikata right there. Is he coming out of nowhere? Not even legal, but he wasn't taking any chances.
You know, that Mahi straw cradle is one of Heavy Metal's finishing moves, but Team Japan was able to prevent that from occurring. Out of the double underhook, going to try and elevate him. Oh, and does. Sit out powerbomb. Oh! Basement drop kick by Abysmal Negro was on target to break up the pin.
That'll stop a pin any time right there, as Abysmal Negro caught it perfectly. Harai Jr. right now is on the front end of the attack. Is Heavy Metal, and here comes the setup. Here they go.
Abysmal Negro springboarded off the back of his own partner, Heavy Metal, into Harai. Now they place Harai up on the top turnbuckle.
Harai's in no man's land, and Heavy Metal just goes up there and breaks it down.
Hurricane Rana with a little help from Abysmal. Frog splash from the opposite side of the ring. Referee's not even going to put in the count because of the double team.
Oh, and while the referee's not looking, Hijikata comes in and nails a kick to the back of Heavy Metal's head.
Caught him with the enziguri. Let's see what Harai
got. Abysmal.
Harai hits the exploder. Here's the pin attempt. Here's one. Here's two. He got it.
The winners of the match, Hijikata and Mr. Harai Jr.
Well, Mike, they're scoreless no longer. They have just picked up 2 points to get in on the scoring as Team Japan pulls off, I would call an upset on the favorites, Team AAA Mexico.
Important win for Team Japan as Hijikata and Harai gain the victory. And we are now in a two-way tie for the lead. Mexico and the U.S. even at 3-3. Team Japan's tag win gains them 2 points. The Canadians shut out through